He is the man of somebody's hour on Thursday night. The question is when will he go off the board, and then what happens next? One of the top prospects in the 2021 NFL Draft from North Dakota State University, the Bison himself, Trey Lance. How are you, Trey Lance?
I'm doing great. I can't complain. How are you?
I am doing fine. So, because usually at this point in time, somebody who's the subject of national draft speculation is ready for this thing to be over. Are you in that boat right now, Trey?
I'm definitely excited for Thursday. I'll say that. It's been a long process, but it's been awesome. People say it's a weird year, but I guess, me and this draft class, we don't know any different. But it's been a ton of fun, and I'm definitely looking forward to, hearing my name called and finding out where I'm going to be at.
Well, I've been doing the draft for a bit, Trey, and one of my favorite aspects about it is the journey and how journeys are crowned in a way with opportunity knocking, and that's the road in front. I love those stories. How did you get to North Dakota State, Trey Lance?
Yeah, my recruiting process was a little different. I'm from a smaller town in southwest Minnesota. Got, offered by some schools in the FCS, some schools in the MAC, most of the Ivy League schools. And then, I guess probably early in my junior year, I got switched, kind of on the recruiting boards or whatever you want to call it, from quarterback to athlete. And that's when that whole kind of idea started that I wasn't a quarterback. At that point, I had already been recruited by North Dakota State as a quarterback. Fell in love with it. The conversations about me playing a different position were kind of fast. I wasn't really interested in it. I knew I was a quarterback. Believing in myself, and North Dakota State, obviously, I wanted to have this opportunity to be where I'm at right now. And North Dakota State, if I wasn't being offered by Alabama, Oklahoma, Clemson, or Ohio State, North Dakota State was the best option for me, without a doubt. Also, just as far as, FBS being, bigger and better, I don't think that's always the case. And for me, getting to North Dakota State and seeing, the expectation at North Dakota State is winning every single game and winning national championships. I didn't want to go to school and hope to play for a bowl game.
Well, I mean, I don't normally like to ask somebody who's getting ready to be drafted and about their recruiting process and asking about to read their, I guess, scouting sheet in a way. But I'm unfamiliar with why somebody would consider you not a quarterback prospect as you're getting ready to go into college football. Why were you not considered a quarterback prospect, Trey?
Yeah, it was really similar, actually, kind of to the feedback I hear now, or as far as negative. Just didn't throw the ball enough, didn't play enough games. We're fairly run-heavy offense, honestly, really similar to what I did at North Dakota State. Probably threw the ball 20 times a game, and it wasn't anything past that very consistently. Went to a small school, didn't play very much competition. So that's kind of the really similar, as to what I hear right now. But again, it's just those things that I can't control.
You're still hearing that right now, literally, because you're potentially on the verge of being a top 5 quarterback drafted player in the National Football League. And I'm wondering, because there's so much talk about shoulder chips and chips on shoulders these days. Do you have one because of all this, Trey?
Yeah, I mean, I like proving people wrong. That's what I love to do. I think just being from a small town, being from, kind of the middle of nowhere, it's what I've done my whole life, and it's kind of, I guess, what I love to do. But excited, like I said, for this opportunity and to be able to have people, organization that believes in me and wants me to be a part of what they do in their operation. But yeah, I'm always, there's always going to be critics and stuff like that. I don't pay attention to it a whole lot.
Trey Lance, courtesy of Sleep Number here, just a couple days before the NFL draft in Cleveland, Ohio, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. In terms of organizations interested in you joining their programs, how are your Zooms with the 49ers, Trey? How are they?
They've been going well. I haven't had any more with them than I have with any other team. But, yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Like I said, finding out where I'm going to be. Man, I wish I knew just as much as you did, probably more. But I really don't know where I'm going to end up at. So hopefully, Thursday we'll find out.
So how many of the Zooms or conversations with the 49ers have taken place since they moved up to number 3 overall? Trey, which is about, I'll give you the time frame, about 4 weeks ago, last month. How much have you had with San Francisco there?
Just a couple phone calls really has been the most. Haven't had, I don't even know if I've had a Zoom with them the last 4 weeks, honestly. Maybe one Zoom with them. But other than that, it's just been a phone calls. And it's, not like it's an everyday thing or anything like that. Just, their regular housekeeping, making sure they got my contact info, things like that.
So are you in Shanahan's phone? Have we confirmed that then, Trey? Have you
No, it's not. That is not Coach Shanahan. No, sir.
Okay. Well, look, I'm hearing that you're picking the brains of everybody you possibly can. Earlier on in the show, my colleague, who I'll be sitting on the draft set with, Daniel Jeremiah, shared a story that you reached out to him wanting to have breakfast, and the two of you chit-chatted about the draft. Is that a true story, Trey?
That is a true story. Got connected to him. And obviously, as you know, he's one of those people, as you are, that knows a lot about the league, how it works. So for me, it was about, not only getting feedback on myself, but just the insight that he has as far as how the league works, how to operate, and him being around those situations for so long. And just another person that, like I said, like you said, knows a lot about it. And for me, it's about learning as much as I possibly can at this point. So
for what? I love it. So why? Who else have you reached out to like that from, I guess, the talent evaluation community? Because, it definitely, who else have you done that with, Trey?
A ton of guys that are playing right now. So just being able to be around guys, I got to be with, obviously, Carson a lot. Got to spend some time around Deshaun, Josh Dobbs, Jared Goff, Gardner Minshew. The list goes on. Like Sam Darnold, Kyle Allen, and Sam Darnold, and Josh Allen, excuse me. Having the opportunity to just bounce ideas off those guys and learn, how they operate, what they do in the offseason, and just, learn, like truly just immerse myself in what they do and what they've been about. And obviously those guys having success in the league is something I want to do. So for me, it's about, learning as much as I can until I'm competing against those guys.
Are you cold calling them, or are you just basically like, hey, you got their number and like, hey, Josh, it's Trey and
I got connected to him.
Okay.
Thankfully, I haven't just, called them out of the blue and been like, hey, my name's Trey. Like, let me ask you some questions. Like, thankfully, I've gotten connected to him through some other people, whether it's trainers or quarterback coaches or whatever it is. Thankfully, they're willing to answer my questions and get to hang out with me and things like that. So very thankful for that. But no, I'm not just finding their number in the archives and down it up.
So in a few minutes I have left with you, Trey Lance, why the second Pro Day? Can you walk me through the genesis of Trey Lance Pro Day 2.0?
Yeah, I just wanted to give teams an opportunity to see me again. I want teams to know, whether it's Zoom meetings or throwing on the field, I want teams to know exactly what they're getting. Just want to be as real as possible. For me, it was, like I said, I didn't obviously played one game in 2020. So people didn't get to see me, a large sample size of me. And I understand, only playing 17 games and things like that. But I wanted to give people, another chance to see me throw and do whatever they wanted to see me do. First and foremost before the Thursday.
So what would a team be getting if they draft Trey Lance? Trey Lance, what would a team be getting?
A competitor first and foremost, someone that obviously loves the game, loves football, and wants to have that opportunity to play. I believe in myself. I'm confident in what I can do, but at the same time, I understand that I'm going to come in and learn as much as I possibly can. Whatever my role is that first year or week one, I'm going to do to the best of my ability. And at the end of the day, I'm, like I said, come in, earn respect from as many people as I possibly can, everyone in the locker room and in the organization, and just handle myself the right way.
How was your Zoom with Bill Belichick? How'd that one go?
I actually did not say that I had a Zoom with Coach Belichick.
Yes, you are a veteran, Trey. This is well done. Very well done. Very well done. But you read the blitz. You saw me coming off the edge, and you looked me off.
I didn't take the bait. You tried to get me.
But it was good, right, though, Trey? It was good?
I actually definitely did not ever say that. So I don't know. You can use that as your headline.
No, I'm just look the excitement level that so many fan bases have for you to be drafted from the 49ers, Atlanta, New England, Denver, potentially Carolina. Have you? Let's just put it this way: have you had conversations with all of them? How many teams have you had conversations with, Trey?
Man, I've had conversations with probably, I would think, around 20, 25 teams on Zoom, and it's been over, obviously since March or since February. So it's been awesome, like I said, to get in front of as many people as I possibly can, and the way the league works is you never know what's going to happen, the next year or a few years down the road. So for me, just being as genuine and real as possible, and again, letting people know exactly what they're going to get.
Well, you being so tireless, wait for it, Trey Lance. Good thing you've partnered up with the sleep and wellness partner of the National Football League in Sleep Number. Did you like that turn right there, Trey? You like that one?
That was solid.
Thank you, sir.
That was solid. Yeah, Sleep Number is absolutely amazing. They're a perfect partner for me just because I value my sleep and recovery. And I can tell the difference in my body when I'm not getting the sleep and recovery that I need. So everything they've done for me and the Sleep Number 360 smart bed has been a huge competitive advantage for me over the last few months. Like just being able to get my recovery and check my app in the morning, my Sleep Number IQ app, and check what my IQ score was every morning and make sure that I'm staying up on my recovery and getting as much sleep and rest as I need to has been huge, and it's going to continue to be a competitive advantage for me in the future.
Did they hook you up with Dak? I heard they hooked you up with Dak. Sleep Number.
They did. They surprised me on a Zoom call the other day, and that was really cool. Not only obviously being a part of the Sleep Number family with him, but you're getting to talk to him, as a football player, as a person, and getting to know him a little bit, being able to get connected. I'm excited to obviously compete and learn as much as I possibly can from him. I've heard a lot about him and the way he operates, and obviously see it in the media, but being able to talk to him was a really cool experience for sure.
And what was Bill Belichick's sleep IQ score, Trey? Did you get that from him in the Zoom?
I actually never said that I have.
Trey, it's been a blast. Say that again. What'd you say?
I said you're getting closer. Just keep shooting.
Keep shooting. Okay, very good. We know what his Sleep Number score is. Okay.
We just want you in New England, Trey. That's all I'm trying to say. We just want you.
That's my Patriot.
I appreciate the love.
It's a true story. Well done, Chris. I've been digging for you.
No, I'm just coming through the front door.
It's a beautiful place to play football, certainly in January and February. Trey, I've heard nothing but great things about you. It's a pleasure to meet you through this conversation, and I hope I have many of them with you at the next level. Good luck on Thursday night and beyond. I appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Right back at you. That's Trey Lance, the 2019 Walter Payton Award winner, North Dakota State University Bison prospect, right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.